Hey guys, Mrs. Ehlke here. Today I am drawing with
Ella.
Ella. And how old are you, Ella?
7.
7. Yes, Ella is 7 and she's so excited because we are thinking about love today, right? Was that so exciting for you to think about love?
Yeah.
Sure. Who do you love, Ella?
You.
That's right. We have lots of love right here. All right. We also wanted to draw some cute little gnomes who are in love. They're holding a little heart balloon to go give to someone that they love. So let's show them our gnomes. Ready? Here they are. We've got these adorable little gnomes who've got some love on their little hats and love in their little balloons. And they are ready to go find some love in their lives. So if you want to draw a cute little gnome holding a balloon, it doesn't have to be covered in hearts. It could be a regular gnome too. Please join us and come along and join the fun and draw some gnomes with us. And if you are liking these videos, please hit the like button and subscribe down below. And that way when we post more, you will know. All right? Sounds good. Enjoy. Okay, so Ella and I are going to start by making an oval. And you want your oval, Ella, to be pretty big. Like I would say a little bit bigger than like what your fingerprint would be. I'm going to start pretty much in the middle, except a little bit to one side of my paper. And I'm going to make a nice, good size oval, just like that. Good. Next, I'm going to make a line that comes out on either side of the oval, kind of like that. And then it's going to go up, and it's going to have a little bit of a curve to it, kind of like that. Good. And on the other side, I'm going to have it go up, and it's going to kind of start getting a little bit closer together to the other side. Yep. Now you could just do it at a little point right there, but I think I'm going to have my point kind of go over the top like this instead, so that it kind of hooks around and down. Yep. So there's the kind of funny gnome hat to start off with. Okay. Now, next we're going to make a really bushy beard, and I want the beard to go down to about this point. So sometimes it helps to kind of have a point to go for. Yep. And I'm going to go out, in, out, in, out, in, all the way down to the bottom point. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, and down to the point of the beard. All right, next, this gnome is going to be holding something in his hand. So I'm just going to make a really short little sleeve here that's going out from his body. And then there's going to be a little round shape for his hand, like that. Good. And then I'm going to make kind of a body just by going like this right by his beard and then coming back up again like that. Yep. And then I'm going to give him some little shoes that are just barely poking out under his little robe here, like that. Yep. All right. Now up in this area, I'm going to make a balloon. And since Valentine's Day is coming up, I decided that it would be cute to make a heart balloon. So I'm going to make kind of a nice big fat heart like that. And then to make it look like a balloon, I'm going to add that little bottom part where you tie the balloon off just like that on the end. And then I'm going to make a nice little curved string down to his hand, and then maybe leave a little bit coming out from underneath his hand. And I'm going to throw a little highlight on the balloon by making a line and then a curve on the top, and then a curve on the bottom to connect those two to make a little balloon highlight. Yep. All right. And the only other thing you could do is if you wanted to add some kind of pattern or design on the hat, you could do that. If you wanted maybe stripes or zigzags, or I think I'm going to just make a little row of hearts on his hat too. So I'm just going to make 2 lines on his hat right here, and then maybe make like a cute little pattern of hearts going across his hat, kind of like this. But you could do stripes like going all the way up the hat like Ella's doing, or you could do polka dots, or you could get really creative with some different designs. Maybe I'm going to do one more thing of hearts up here too, because I kind of like these hearts. And then we can add some color. Now, if you wanted to add a little poof ball at the end of the hat, you could do that too. What do you think, Ella? Should we add a poof ball or leave it without?
Poof ball.
All right, Ella says add a poof ball, so I'm going to go ahead and make kind of a little poof ball hanging out off the tip of the hat too for my gnome. Then I'm going to start adding some color, baby color. Sound good? So I'm going to put my marker down, and the only skin color that this gnome has would be on his nose and his hand. So I usually just use kind of a peachy color, and I'm going to go ahead and color that in to make it look like skin. And then the beard could be, it could be an old gnome, so it could be more of a gray beard, or it could be a regular color too. You could do brown or blonde or red or orange. So there's lots of different colors. I think I might go with maybe a gray for mine.
Maybe a gray too.
Yeah, but you guys can decide what you want to do on your gnome. And add some color to the beard as well. And then everything else is just kind of up to you and how you want to color it. I'm also adding a little bit of shading to my skin here, so you can see I'm using a little bit of a lighter brown just to kind of add a little bit more depth to my color here. So I'm coloring that a little bit as well. And then I will be using lots and lots of red, of course, for the hearts. You do reds and pinks, the balloons, whatever you want to do to color those parts of the gnome. Ella, is your gnome gonna have a name? Think of something cute for it. There was a show that we used to watch called Gnomeo and Juliet. So maybe this is my Gnomeo. Kind of like that show. They're pretty cute. Do you have a good name for your gnome, Ella? All right, she'll have to think of something amazing. So I'm gonna make my balloon red. And then I'm going to leave that little highlight on the balloon white so that it looks like it's kind of highlighting the light of the sky or whatever. So that is the reason I drew that in with a marker right away, so that we can leave that highlight going on the balloon. All right, Ella and I are going to keep on coloring, and we will get back to you and show you kind of how our awesome gnomes turn out in just a minute. So as you can see, Ella and I have been very busy working on our gnomes. We are now adding some finishing touches to the details here, like the shoes. If you want to, you can get a little fancy by adding some shading, like I just kind of shaded the edges of my beard. I left the center lighter. I'm doing that kind of with my clothes too. I have it a little darker on the edges and lighter in the center. So you can get a little fancy if you want to try to do that. Or you can just color it one color. It doesn't really matter. But I'm thinking these gnomes are looking super adorable and are all ready to go find maybe that sweet gnomette, right? Is that what you call a girl gnome? Maybe. To go give her a little heart balloon to show their love, right? They're very loving gnomes. You can even add a little bit of shading on the balloons by using maybe a darker color. Like here I'm using purple, and I'm just trying to push really hard next to the edges of my balloons just to kind of make it a little bit darker on the edges and lighter in the middle. So if you want to try to get a little fancier by adding some shading like that, you could totally do that as well. We like to get fancy sometimes, right, Ella?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we do. You could do that to the hat. Just add a little bit of shading or dark edges. Ella's adding some extra information to show where her gnome is. You could add a whole background as well. There's lots of different choices. All right, Ella, what should we tell them now that we are about finished with our picture?
Our names?
Sure. What's your name?
Shrek.
Oh, your gnome is going to be not named Shrek, and mine's Gnomeo. Yep. And what should they do if they like our videos? Subscribe down below. All right. We hope to see you again soon. Thank you so much for watching.